Hello everyone, my name is Alicia Lott. Welcome to my channel about, oh my gosh, where's my page? There we go. Welcome to my channel about bullet journaling and goal setting. This is my weekly spread video. I will walk you through how I set up my weekly spread. This video is going to be a little shorter just because the word of the week, which is burnout. I think that having not only a Sunday video every week, but also the Wednesday video every other week, and just dealing with life stuff and health, physical health, and maybe a little mental health stuff as well, has led to me just kind of feeling a little burnt out. And I love making videos, and I feel that the reason that I kind of felt burnt out is because of the classic ADHD tendency to kind of just want to do all the things all at once. And that is not healthy. And with making the videos, it's difficult just because I don't have the proper equipment, I don't have the proper software and all of that memory on my computer, and sometimes it just takes a lot longer than I always think it's going to take in my mind, and I struggle with time management and trying to plan out what I'm doing. So with that, yeah, I felt like this past week, I just felt like, wow, I just finished the Sunday video and now I have to work on this Wednesday video. And it's not that it's a obligation thing, but it kind of is just because I want to keep to the schedule that I made for myself. So all in all, I love making videos. I need to work on streamlining the process and maybe not putting so much pressure on myself. This is a fire. Can you tell this is a fire? I don't know, I tried my best. So this past week was very light on the journaling, and then this would have been, let's see, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Did not write anything. What is wrong? And then finally last night, Friday, today is Saturday, I did write something. I am going to make a solemn promise to myself that, because I don't like seeing these blank pages. It really bothers me to see blank pages anymore. I've been journaling every night so much that, or for so many years now, that it bothers me when I see a blank page in here. I love to document each day, even if it's a boring day. Like, I want to know a year from now, 10 years from now, whatever, I want to know what happened that day. And so now it's like I lost these days. It's gone. They're gone forever. So from now on, I make a solemn promise to myself to at least like draw a face or write one line, something. I don't care how tired or drunk, because sometimes it's that. Sometimes I've had a little too much wine or CBD or whatever. And so I don't care what my physical state is when I go to bed. I want to just something. I don't care. Just say hi and put the date. And that's how I felt that day. This is my weekend review page that I do, and I fill it out on Sunday afternoon, evening, and just kind of go over what went well, what didn't go so well for the week. Keeping with the theme of burnout, I wrote, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. And that's Anne Lamott, writer. Honorary mention in the back of my journal, I saw this quote and I said I gotta write this one down too. So, make sure your worst enemy is not living between your ears. And this is by Laird Hamilton, who is a surfer. Sometimes I say you collectively, but really I mean I make things more difficult on myself than they have to be, and so I try. It's a constant battle to avoid that and to not put so many things on my plate and overwhelm myself. I'm easily overwhelmed. And so I compare myself to other people sometimes, like, oh, well, this person's running all over town doing XYZ and they seem fine on the outside. I don't know. So I compare myself to that sometimes and just say, well, I can do XYZ and I can run all over town and do this and that and do 10 million things in one day. Why can't I? I cannot. So I need to start to just recognize my limits sometimes and just see, this is what works for me and this is what I can do in the time that I have, and just say, I can't compare myself to other people and what their limits are and what they can do. I can only do what I can do. So that's what I need to work. That's the enemy between my ears. All right, so I have my week in review page, and then immediately I will go into my weekly spread. All right, I have my calendar stamp. I don't want to touch it because then I don't want ink all over my hands. But yeah, so you can peel these off, or you pick them up, and also for the last 3 days of the month, there's just one day. And then you just pull that up. We are on the week of February 26th through March 3rd. Oh my gosh, already it is gonna be March. It's gonna be March. I write one sticky note to myself and I put it on the bathroom mirror or on the front of the microwave in the kitchen. And it's just, I copy my to-do list, which you'll see in a second, and I put it somewhere else because during the day, I don't really look at my journal. So it was like, well, I wrote my to-do list here, but then by 12 noon, I might have forgotten everything on the to-do list. So it's kind of not really helpful. So I just copy, and I like to use different colors of Sharpie to write the to-do list on here. Just anything that will force me to look at it and actually read it and make it so that I'm not going to ignore it. So I can't put it in the same spot every day, and I can't use the same color of marker every day, I've learned. And I need to order more colors of Post-it notes. This is really deep. I need to order more colors of Post-it note as well, because I want it to just be a different experience every day. And then I look at it every day, and then I'm so productive, and then I'm a millionaire. You like that? And then I put the days of the week up here. Leave myself some space in between. At nighttime, I go through each thing and I just think to myself, did I do my morning check-in? Did I read my goals aloud? And then I get to give myself an X for those things. That's how that works. Next, we make our to-do list. To-do. Sometimes I write the to-do, sometimes I don't. I don't care. Okay, then Monday. So I just put each day of the week, and then I put 3 little squares underneath. I love drawing squares, and I also love checking squares off. It's a sickness, maybe, I don't know, but anytime I can draw little squares, for some reason that makes me a little happier inside. Oh. Trying to give myself more stuff to do on Wednesday. What am I doing? Now comes the rubber stamp. Yes. There's something that just makes one feel very official and important when you have a rubber stamp. Or maybe just me. I don't know. But it is my favorite part. Okay, and then it is still February. I'm gonna put some hearts. Friday and Saturday are my off days at work, so I only put 2 squares on those days, and sometimes I don't even fill them out. I didn't fill them out for this past week, so I just say, yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever on Friday and Saturday, which is the way it should be, right? I'm off work, so I feel like all the labor and hard things should just be crammed into the 5 days that I'm working, And then the other 2 days, I don't like to do a lot of errands and stuff on those days if I can avoid it. This is the to-do list. I leave a little space here for next week, but I'm not going to fill this in right now. You get the idea. Then every day, ideally, if I remember to do it, then I write my to-dos, and I try to pull things from my wall calendar, and that way it's just all filled out. Trying not to overwhelm myself with too many tasks. That's what I do, though. So I really do try not to. And then each day I read the the to-dos, and I highlight whichever one I plan on focusing on that day, and then the other two are gravy. If I get to them, great. I feel so accomplished when I can check all 3 of the things off. If not, no one died, right? I will. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in these numbers here because that will drive me nuts if I don't. So now it is wow, it feels weird to hold a pen in my left hand. I am not left-handed or ambidextrous in any way. Now it is the time to make my second half of this weekly spread. I need things in my face constantly. I'm learning as I get older, I need things in my face all the time. And so I wanted to have all of the things that I'm working toward, that I'm doing, all of these crazy things in order to achieve. I need to have them on the page so that I look at it every day. I always struggle with the spacing for this, so I may have things that are way too far apart. Okay, I think next week I'm gonna draw the squares first next week, because I run into this problem every week where it's like I draw the dates up here and then I don't draw the squares to line up, and it's too much. So yeah, next week, actually next week will be March, so this will all be different anyway. God damn it. These are my weekly tasks. I think if I remember correctly, someone asked me in the comments, why do I write these things every week? And it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like when you were little, you might have had a teacher who was a little bit sadistic and liked to make you write things if you did something they didn't like that might have been bad. They made you write, I will not do this thing. I will not do this thing. I will not do this thing 100 times. So I have had teachers like that. And I think just the act of writing it down and just kind of refocusing your energy into that thing, I think it's very powerful. I forgot a thing. Weekly review. And that's on Sunday. And I spend approximately 10 minutes on that thing. Anyway, so just making sure I'm a very forgetful person. I'm a very just kind of all over the place kind of person. I'm constantly changing my mind about things. So just the act of writing stuff down and constantly reading things aloud, and just like, it helps me know, hey, A, do I still want to do this thing? And B, have I done the thing? I don't want to forget that I didn't do the thing. It makes sense in my mind. This is my finished right hand side of the weekly spread. And yeah, I think another reason, I am trying to figure this out myself, another reason why I like to write things repeatedly is that it forces me to take time to plan, because I don't think enough people spend enough time sitting and thinking about what they want to do with themselves, with their life, and just taking this chunk of time just to plan and think about the future. I have spent more time in the past few months doing that than I probably ever have in my life, and I love it. And I feel as though I am growing as an adult in doing this, just to have a time to plan what I'm supposed to be doing and what I want for the coming years. If I don't know what to write, then yeah, I'll just write the same things over and over and over until something magical happens, maybe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just appreciate you all so much. I thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment if you just feel like saying hi, or if you have something that you do differently in your journal that you'd like to share, or the same, whatever. Please let me know. And I wish you a fabulous week. As always, we are getting through February together. Yes. Upside down wave. Goodbye.